Sometimes I like to read articles written by Ghanaian professors, Ghanaian doctors, and then university lecturers. I believe say on my way, you see, baby, I have in fact, if you follow your politics now, ubehune say sa thought pieces no, it has shaped our politics to come and arrive at BPR and they do no. What you say now? There is an article political analyst or University of Cape Coast. Your friend Dr. Jonathan Asante Otri watro. Now I say Akufo Addo, ex-president Akufo Addo will be the worst and most miserable ex-president of Ghana. Not as a president Akufo Addo, you are better than the ex-president. Or no pan not as a obey president or yet the worst. Essentially the most miserable. The and sir Dr. Asante Otri our trade at University of Cape Coast no didn't no work as yanking kind near here in some worker. Or see a political analyst with the University of Cape Coast, Dr. Jonathan Asante Otri, has said that President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo will most likely be remembered as the worst former president in Ghana's history. According to him, the former president contributed to his own New Patriotic Party defeat in 2024 general elections through his actions and inactions, which Ghanaians bitterly complained about. Just say President Akufo Addo ono ankasa na ye ne ho enyama bi a oyeye enyama bi a wanye eno a Ghana for complaining ye no ene na mende aba bedu bebi a wedui. Or see, you may recall that I said on your platform that President Akufo Addo was going to be the worst and most miserable ex-president in this country. This is part of the evidence. I can tell you that the reports, queer reports, indict him so strongly that they align with the findings of Global Info Analytics, which show that 68% of respondents blame the loss of the MPP on President Akufo Addo. About 30-something percent blame Bawumia, and around 40-something percent blame Ken Ofoyata. Now, as someone what can I say? Once Professor Michael Kwe report about yen mubi yenye bin kan ye MPP for say woman fan to yenim, but uti MPP for say more kan. In fact, yesterday, General Secretary in someone no can say report ne the omuntu mi fan to ja now so obon the top farmer MPP for the report was based on three things. Say nya maybe omo ye before the elections, nya maybe omo ye during and after. Say omo abatwo ne insensem e course nini na what you say inti no utie nsem wo kan professor and a lecturer doctor in nsem wo kan say Professor Michael Kwe report ya wo ye no report no dodo na no President Akufo Addo nyame bia wo ye no e na kyerɛ sɛ ye blame no sɛ wono na wama MPP for aiden elusu poto na align with Global Info Analytics for so omo research survey a wo mo ye ya wo mo kyerɛ sɛ MPP for 68% blame President Akufo Addo na kyerɛ sɛ we MPP for 10 a emu 7 kyerɛ sɛ ye President Akufo Addo na mo reye. Also, if you do accumulation, you realize that certain individuals dragged the party down from within government, but they don't want these individuals to be held accountable because doing so would expose the lingering influence of their political relics. It was say, oh yeah, when they say encrophobia and the party in the ball from now when the MPP for Monsieur Moya thank you to on the crano. Omun to me boss ancrophony din because ancrophono or Monswe jancrophobia or party nimo and there's ancrophono a influential or party nim. Akufo Addo na de ba me abae sende o baba be kase ye na Akufo Addo na say ye no mu de tu eja. That is why they are saying say if they release it to be suicidal because say Akufo Addo na de ba me abae na Akufo Addo na agba mofom dia and the MPP for be kase and the yempe ba me because Akufo Addo na de ne bae intiana when Bawumia started speaking say no wonim say ya to petrol mu 3 days to the elections and the no wonim and we will blame National Cathedral be catch them say Bawumia has probably read the report and the report no clearly no. Once I make a statement, no, say reports no clearly no, they were doing so one. You be when they say, as about me, I person train home every Akufo Addo because in the report, no when they say a President Akufo Addo and more mobile form, make us ask them no. Me they send a doctor, our University of Cape Coast, and so air stress and same way more or say exactly that is what is happening. I see. That is why Dr. Bawumia is trying to dissociate himself from President Akufo Addo. Exactly what I said. Analysis I'm here, no, spot on. Dr. Ninso Diawo kind of spots on. I said that is why Dr. Bawumia is trying to dissociate himself from President Akufo Addo. In his speeches, he is repositioning himself as a leader in his own right. It is purely a political strategy, he said. Exactly. I said, meanwhile, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has admitted that the previous government, led by former President Akufo Addo, failed to heed the advice of the party, a failure he acknowledges caused them clearly and dearly in the 2024 elections. Reflecting on the December 7, 2024 elections, Dr. Bawumia indicated that a significant number of people who were hurt by some of the government's unpopular decisions which substantially damaged the party's fortunes at the polls. Me say, hey, MPP for ababetina wa ende, omoye Ghana for say oh, mumfa ye bone nche yen, ende ni enim sa ade ne be sei, ende ye he na ade ne say ye mumfa nche na. Me say MPP for wo mo ka sansem ni na no, munsi omu hu. They knew what they were doing. Let them not try to say no womu nim say the ekoso ni say and the buy ni say na arrogance. They knew what they were doing. Unim nenti not still omukuso awomo ye no. They had faith in the fact that the electoral commission ekosroba for mo ye be ma MPP na ewini. They had faith in the fact that ekoko remu ewo judiciary, the judiciary was going to speak for the MPP. Inti no munim say two sides and anka elections no omube wini EC any court NDC the court ombe wini or court say EC ni na handle omu MPP for be wini. They knew inti no they were totally arrogant. Iti the Ghana for be can fire on because no munim say enye Ghana for ni be ja amomo wini. Me betina ha ka chemo say ma bompa ye na empire ma bono. Voice I'm in my spirit and they say omo be try di omo be ye bia at the end of the day still omo wini and indeed that's what happened. Me be catch them answer ne be to abane say ma soon daye na daye me soon ye no President Akufo Addo ni ye ko baby no te car bi mu na wakaten so no de we wi o ababa be ye ni de wi no muni amoka san daye na make no proud to the elections na make sansem ni na no and then sansem ni na it came true. They thought senanka yebe wie mu amomo inti enda wo mo ba be sun egu Ghana for so when they knew what they were doing, the arrogance and everything. They knew what they were doing. Ma Ghana for hey mamu so nga say MPP for can say apology inti yemfanchon massa and then unim now the two me ba be MPP for nsa how they were ruling us. And then no more Ghana for years soon no. That's exactly what we are going to go through. In fact, we will go through worse. I said the party also advised against the implementation of the debt restructuring program, especially since many affected were pensioners. And then the MPP for Babe Katre and say debt restructuring program pensioners na omoji omusika no na at the bonnie. Yet na hand yesu tremo say na said in previous did you have to lose elections before you realize say ade na ode ye said in krokrafo ne mbrewa fo ne nyanse nim? Did you have to lose elections before that? If you are in power and you can't realize say will be a bobra almost 30 years, close to 40 years. Now what the nisika akwa the lowest or the nisika akwa invest in the lowest government security, lowest risk government security. We asi bebia obi a wo bekwa akoto sa ade ne bia enya nisika na nde nipa ko na akwa akoto sa ade ne na nisika ahwere na wo enda wo baba be ka tre yen se afia wo lusu election ni mum na wo be ka tre yen se sa ade na mo ye ne kra na ye bone ende na mo be ka tre yen se sa ade ne na ye bone Asa you think we are fools? I am say Jimmy. I say, despite assurances from the president that there will be no haircut, we failed to honor that promise. Many bondholders were angered. Bondholders account for about 800,000 people, and with dependents, at least 3 or 4 per person. That affected over 2 million Ghanaians. You almost say Ghana has a omoto bonda 800,000. Ghana for baku 800,000. Omuni nanso in Grofwa omoso. The enono are affected for about 2 million Ghanaians. Such decisions did not augur well for us. And then I'm over same way. if it had to take you to lose election massively before you come to your senses, then I know say they be no lose elections, and if you are in opposition, that's where you'll be in your senses. Into they be and I'll keep you there. Because who what to me muno, when who nyansa and why dear we mu. But we lose you know, and a wama yatias, yes, I fiance we see nyansa. And yeah, baby, wa, they be a usia nyansa no, a ho, and I was a debia yama war because who wana unya nyansa. And I'm a boy. It's as simple as that. Muntre your comment box ni mo, medase.